This is a quick video just for my patrons, and it's showing a scam that happened to me earlier today. I got a cold call from someone claiming they were from my internet service provider, but of course this is just a ruse to get someone to log into their bank account while under the control of some sort of remote access software. So the long and short of it is, this guy did get access to my PC through TeamViewer and ultimately tried to blacken my screen. And when they did so, they then tried to log into Western Union. Initially they got their password wrong, and I'll fast forward through the reset process here. And of course, to get a reset email, you have to log into your email account to get that, which they kindly did on my PC. Now I run a keylogger, so everything that this guy was typing, I was able to record. And if I pop up my keylogger, you'll see it just here. And eventually when this guy was able to reset their password was very visible to me. So because they'd both logged into both Gmail and the Western Union account, I was able to own both accounts very shortly after this. So what they actually did was, whenever they got this password reset, I'll just skip through it, they eventually logged into Western Union. I took a snapshot of this. And as they logged in, I noticed exactly who they were trying to transfer money to. So they added a new recipient, and I'll fast forward to that point. And here is the recipient details. It took them a couple of times because initially they tried to send money to the UK instead of India. When eventually they picked the right place to send it to, they attempted to send £4,000, which is about 370 odd thousand rupees, to this guy, Ravi Kumar Reddy Kuvuri in India, who seems to have an ICICI bank account. And there's his bank account number. And apparently he was a friend and family, and he seems to be some sort of IT person. But of course, because I'd given them some fake details, oh, and by the way, his address is 6 Lowestoft Mews there. I'll just have a look at this. That's a pretty nice plush building, and I believe there's definitely some connection to this building. There's somebody who lives in that building who's able to at least assist these people with this scam. But if I go back to the video again, eventually you'll see, of course, because there's some fake details in here, even though there was a one-time password given and an MTCN number generated, obviously it didn't work because I'd given completely fake credit card details. So eventually it was declined by their bank, and of course they then dropped out of my machine, their scam not really being fulfilled. But because I've got the keylogger running, I was then able to log into their account, and this is the email address, and you can see this is the MTCN which was declined, and also the Western Union. And you can see there's been quite a history with this account, although the last update was about 2016, but this has been used solely to transfer money to India in, well, it looks like quite a significant sum of money in around 2016. But of course I wanted to find out whether this account was a victim, which looks unlikely, or whether it really belonged to the scammer. And I didn't have to look too far. If you look in the inbox, pretty much all of the kind of relevant non-spammy email is to do with kind of transferring money to and from different places. So it definitely seems to be used for scams. But what really gave it away was when I looked in the sent items, the very last item to be sent, even though it was a few years ago, was, yes, you guessed it, this guy's passport. So this is what our scammer looks like, or at least the money handler for these scams, Vijay Aditya Nadimpally, and his birth date is indeed 1988, and he is from Hyderabad, which is the city that I detected when I ran Wireshark and when these guys connected to me. And this indeed is what looks like his home address in Hyderabad, although this passport's a few years out of date. And it seems this guy even had a student visa between the years 2012 and 2014 to work in the UK, and I suspect he may have been in around this area. Anyway, I thought I'd show you this because this guy is clearly one of the more dumb scammers I've come across so far this year. I mean, if you're going to log into your email account on someone else's PC, always bear in mind that they could be running a keylogger. Enjoy.